So if you guys want a quick recap as to what happened in the past 3 episodes, basically do not trust the first years. I think every first year that has showed up on screen has some ulterior motive, and I just don't trust any of them. To be quite fair, if any of them turns out to be good, I'll be surprised. So the fact that Horikita is just trying her hardest to get Class D from the first years to join forces, it's an uphill battle. And I guess we'll just see how Horikita is going to persuade Hosen to join. Doubt it, but we'll see. So without further ado, let's get straight on to it. Make sure with original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, mer.
So then, if what Nanase says is true, it sounds to me like you guys are ready to grovel and ask for my help.
Then you're mistaken.
So no grovel.
An alliance of equals.
Is that so?
It's not what he wants to
Even
hear.
though your class is a year ahead, don't want to exploit that?
Considering what you've told me, I understand there are a significant number of first years who don't care if their classmates barely get by. As you advance, you'll eventually reach a point where you can't do everything without them.
We're not friends, and I'm not here to discuss how our classes can work together as equals.
So what are you here for?
So what do you want then? Did you think we came here to discuss how much we'd pay you?
You're damn straight. So let's talk.
It would not be appropriate for us to offer a monetary incentive of any kind.
And we're done here. I guess this little chat was nothing but a waste of time.
You're a waste of time. Was that it? Was that all there was with the communication? I don't see any world in which they convince Hosen, because I don't see Horikita spending any money, and then Hosen, I don't see him accepting anything without money. So, or points. You want to call them points, or I call them money. Same thing. Unless there's something that's happening in the behind the scenes that I am not aware of. I think they're just gonna take the 5%.
Stop right there. Please, Hosen. She met with us in good faith. We should at least hear her offer out first.
Why should I listen to one word out of her damn mouth if she's not willing to pay?
I understand where you're coming from. You're staying neutral and passing on early negotiations.
You guys gonna battle it out here in front of them?
Tell me one thing you think I'd gain from listening to Horikita ramble on.
Obviously, her trust.
No, I doubt she's gonna give you trust after all this.
What happens if a similar exam comes up in the future? We may be unable to secure partners when the shoe's on the other foot, no matter how many points we offer.
So we eat the penalty and move on. You think that'll be enough to scare me?
Well, what about the other people?
But what happens if your partner intentionally throws the exam? You'd likely be expelled.
None of them would have the balls to get expelled just to take me down with them.
Well,
True,
we might
you're
not
kind of
have to.
little.
There's a system in this school known as protection points, right?
Should you ever wind up with a partner who has a protection point, they could cut you out of this school like a tumor with no risk to themselves.
You understand?
I get it. You used your combined brain cell to find a way to actually threaten me. But I'm never gonna consider you my equal.
That's fine, as long
So
as
what do you propose,
we work
then?
together.
1 million private points to start.
Goodness.
Just consider it something like collateral.
I don't even know how much they have to begin with. Definitely doesn't sound like they have $1 million, though.
I'll gladly repay you the whole sum. Doesn't seem too bad, since we're trying to establish trust here.
He used our own words to get his offer out. He's more than a musclehead, just like Ryuin.
I cannot agree to those terms.
Oh no.
How does that help anything?
Son of a!
No, don't act rash!
What else do you expect me to do?
He's trying to bait you.
If you're that upset we couldn't reach an agreement, perhaps you should have come here with some better ideas. Let's go.
Way to lay it off, Horikita. Woo!
Hold up a sec. Look, fine. I'll give my class the order to pair off with your band of troglodytes.
Why?
Give me some points as thanks.
Massive
How about
change?
2 mil?
2 million? We're just talking in circles.
Hey, you win. I'll play your game. So let's talk terms.
That's quite a sudden change of heart.
Yeah.
Why not try and squeeze you for all you're worth before settling for less?
All right, then you're ready to see us as your equals and strike a deal on that condition?
Probably not, but they'll just say,
Let's go elsewhere.
Okay. You've got 10 minutes to talk.
Fine by me. This way.
"Yeah, Koshi, what are you thinking?"
Our offer hasn't changed. Let's hear how yours has.
Yeah, sure thing. It's 3 million points.
Why are you just increasing this?
I should have known better than to bother hearing you out like this.
Susanne!
What are you doing?
Koji's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna hang out.
Don't expect me to hold back. Not against an asshole.
I don't know.
Susanne, let's see you deal with this.
Yeah, I don't.
Cut it out! I believe things have recently changed at the school. The first years were debriefed recently. A few of the first years were pulled aside. President Nagumo himself informed us of some new rules.
Of course. What are these rules?
He has far more actual fighting experience
Oh
than
yeah,
Pseudo.
probably on the level of Ryujin. Freak. Is Ayano Koji gonna do anything, or is he just gonna let this? I feel like he would just let this happen.
What's his endgame here?
I was in the middle of a fight, and they ruined it for me.
What's his endgame here? Does he think sheer violence will be enough to get us over to his side? No.
Or is he trying to goat
He's
you?
proven himself to be smarter than that, at least.
If that's the strongest muscle your class has, it's not enough.
What does it matter? You thought you'd
Oh.
break our spirits with violence?
He was definitely trying to goat Ayano
Like I'm
Koji.
gonna beat you down so hard, you're gonna beg me to only take your class's money instead of your life.
I'll just stop you myself.
Can you fight? I don't think we've ever seen you fight. Oh. Okay.
I'll give you this much. You're not awful.
No.
You finally ready to sign a deal with me?
Quick, Ayano Koji! Get one of the teachers over here!
Wouldn't recommend that.
Hmm.
I promise you.
Where'd you get the knife from?
Nikita, this is your last chance.
You'd really take it that far?
If you don't believe me, go ahead and
I think he's calling a bluff.
I'd love to see this knife go in his chest.
Hosen, that's quite enough! I apologize, Horikita.
Now
Hosen
you
was
say
never
apologize?
planning on making an agreement with you. It was all bait, in hopes of reaching the stalemate we're in now.
Shut your mouth before I shut it for
Is that the
you.
thing that she was
Doesn't
trying
matter
to
how.
divulge?
If I take Ayano Koji out of the picture, our class gets a huge deposit.
But your methods are extreme. I need more time to determine if Ayano Koji deserves such a severe punishment before we commit to this.
Wait, what?
If you wanna stop me, then go to hell.
Did the headmaster put like a thing on his face, on his head? Like a bounty on his head? He caught it like that? He could have caught it several different ways.
Seriously? Are you insane?
This
Yes.
petty knife. Did you believe I wouldn't recognize it? This is the same one I just bought.
Oh, did the girl take it? The girl from Class A?
I fly into a rage seeing my classmates hurt and stab you with a knife I just so happened to have on my person. That was the picture you wanted to paint.
Caught me. So you just let me put a hole in your hand? Didn't realize you weren't playing with the full deck there, buddy.
It was the most efficient way I could think to make you stop. Now I can see what's at stake to you. There was a second special exam issued, but only certain members
A bounty
of
on his head.
first-year
There's a bounty on
class
Ayano Koji's head.
use any means to get me expelled.
Yep.
But this could have been any knife. How'd you recognize it as your own?
Did you mark it?
Call it lucky, but I looked into it yesterday. As it so happens, I was the only one who'd bought a knife of this make.
Who the hell are you?
What to do now? Doesn't matter.
I love it when people realize who Ayano Koji is.
So after all this, I just did exactly what you wanted? Tell me, when did you figure it out?
2 days ago.
Most of it I only put together now.
Oh, okay.
But I was suspicious when I went shopping with Amasawa. A clerk at the store saw another student stop Hosen from buying a knife that day. The same one as me. You concocted the general plan yourself, but Amasawa must have refined it for you.
Oh yeah, she's definitely the White Room person.
I knew it was a damn mistake trusting this plan to a woman I barely know.
Oh, please. Amasawa's the only reason you got this far in the first place.
So now you're gonna have to make a deal.
I'm willing to keep what happened here today away from the school staff.
What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, they
I just
work with
need to
them.
ask something in return. First, I want our classes to form the equal alliance Horikita mentioned. I'm still looking for a partner for the special exam. I'm choosing you, Hosen.
Really, him in particularly.
If he were from the White Room, he would never have made a plan that would attract this much attention.
Yeah.
I've never felt so alive going toe-to-toe with anyone. If I tried to beat you into line with my fists, it would be like wasting a good meal. But I will kill you one day. I promise you that.
This voice actor in meals. First it was dessert. Now it's this.
It went off without a hitch. The special exam proceeded as planned.
Oh, we just zooming
And
through.
on the 1st of May, the results were announced.
Ayanokoji, 100.
As
He was
frustrated
not
as I
holding back.
am, there's no excuse. I have no choice but to concede.
Yep.
More importantly,
Student council.
let's talk about Nanase. So all your friendly advances were a lie.
On the contrary, I really did want an alliance between our classes, Horikita. The plan to take down Ayanokoji remained our top priority, regardless of what we wanted.
Would you care to explain that?
How much were you guys given?
Any student responsible for his expulsion will be rewarded in the amount of no less than 20 million private points.
20
That was
million.
our second special exam.
That's crazy. That was given to all first years?
So be aware, Ayanokoji. You'll have to proceed with caution around our class, because many of them would go to any lengths to secure those points.
Ayanokoji's bleeding here.
It's okay. What she already told us is more than enough. We get the broad idea.
Truth be told, I'm still trying to figure out if Ayanokoji is the kind of man who should be attending this school.
If we're to believe what she said,
The heck is that supposed to mean?
There you are.
What?
regarding our bet with the exam, I'll be in contact
What do you want,
soon.
Teach? Is it about the score?
Is there something I can do for you?
Chairman Tsukishiro reached out. He'd like to see you.
Our deal remains with the White Room student. Have you found them out?
I haven't yet. I don't want to make a claim when I'm still not sure.
Interesting. For the past several months,
Are you just trying to play
they've been put through a
him?
rigorous curriculum to help them blend in seamlessly among the students. So I'm told. And the fact that you couldn't find them out at a glance, I suppose they will have to be victory enough for the time being.
I take it this student has given you some unexpected trouble?
What makes you say that?
I was under the impression you wanted me expelled by now. Clearly that plan didn't work out quite the way you'd hoped.
Nope.
I confess. The student in question decided to completely ignore the plan I had laid out for them. You should watch where you step. I'm simply the one who informed you about the White Room student. Not the one who brought them. There's a chance the higher-ups are plotting something beyond even what I know.
Wait, what? You didn't bring him?
I figured they were working together, but it seems they're not a united front.
A student who would defy not only my directives, but your father's as well? Against someone like that, there may come a day when you wish you had settled for expulsion. The jealousy and hatred this student feels towards the famed masterpiece of the White Room? Well, I wouldn't want to be you. Just thinking of it sends chills down my spine.
Of course, class 2A got the most. 2D average 64. Class B 62. I mean, that sort of makes sense. Well, okay. I do really want to know about class A, class C. Class B, I can come to the conclusion that they got the less points because of the whole gathering Ichinose got. Because during the whole gathering situation, Horikita, or was it Ryuin? I don't know who said it, but they said that the people that would actually go to that aren't the quote unquote brightest people, or at least they're not the top of the class. They're more of the average, I guess you could say. So it makes sense as to, okay, class B, at the very least, they got people, right? They didn't have to deal with the whole 5% decrease, and they did enough to get by. Class C, I really want to know if they paid anything or if they took the 5% decrease and still made it second place. Then class 2A, I mean, it makes sense. A people, usually the smartest. I hate that I keep on calling him headmaster. I forgot what they usually call him. Whatever, him. He brought something to attention that I didn't really think of, and now it makes me rethink everything. Or maybe not everything, but enough. in which he said that, oh, he only informed you about the person from the White Room. He himself did not bring that person from the White Room to here, which means Ayano Koji's dad or the people that were in charge of the White Room have a different reason or have something planned that's beyond their understanding. It's either that or that person also escaped the White Room as well, but that doesn't seem like a possibility. But then also, Ayano Koji is given this information that we kind of understood in the very first episode, in which the person from the White Room has their own sort of vendetta against Ayano Koji. And that vendetta is leading them to not take advice from him or the father, in which this episode has led me to believe it could be one of two people. Either Nanase or what's her name? Ichika Amasawa? Whatever her name is. Because I could have sworn, well, Nanase just went out and blatantly said, hey, I have my own reason to take out Ayano Koji. I don't think he's fit for this school. Which lines up with the whole idea of the White Room person doesn't want Ayano Koji here. The only problem I have with that is the fact that she just blatantly said it. Usually you would think, oh, the person that's trying to be sneaky, trying to be stealthy, wouldn't exclaim that they don't want Ayano Koji there. I don't know. It could be another red herring again, but for right now, her reasoning matches up with the reasoning of the person in the White Room. And the only other person I can think of is Ichika, who I think more or less is the person from the White Room, only because she's kind of been this orchestrative person here, or at least in this scenario. Like Hosen was saying, he's the one that came up with this plan and then he gave it to her and she refined it. So either she's from the White Room or she's someone like Saki Yanagi who is just super smart, which I guess it lines up with her being class A. But shoot, now I'm starting to second guess all this because yeah, she could very well be someone like Saki Yanagi who is just a super smart person and is helping out Hosen in order to get partial of the points. And the fact that the only problem I have is that when I think of people from the White Room, I think of Ayano Koji. When I think of Ayano Koji, I think of middle ground, someone who is not technically coming up with plans with other people, very standoffish, which does not line up with Ichika. The only problem is I think the show knows that we're going to be thinking like that. So they're like, okay, how do we bring a person from the White Room in and not have them completely act exactly the same as Ayano Koji? So my mind's fighting in between the idea of, oh, could it be Ichika? Could it not be Ichika? Could it be Nanase? Could it not be Nanase? I don't know. This fight, I did not expect this whatsoever. I kind of want to know the length or the extent of the rules that the first years were given. I know they were given that one secondary goal of trying to take out Ayano Koji, but the other rules of can you fight, can you not fight? Like, what is the extent of all of this stuff? Actually, you know what? I think all those rules are still in place. I think the whole Ayano Koji is the only thing that the class 1 or first years were informed of because of how all this was supposed to go down. Hosen was trying to get Ayano Koji to stab him so that Hosen could put the blame on Ayano Koji and make Ayano Koji get expelled for stabbing Hosen. And then they could probably, I don't know, explain away that Hosen beating up Horikita and Pseudo is a form of self-defense because it was a 3-on-1 or 3-on-2. I don't know. Maybe Hosen wouldn't get expelled for fighting because there's another person that was in that same fighting match that stabbed. So in comparison, he wouldn't get that big of a sentence. And I love how sketchy this whole situation was. Like meeting this dude in the docks, like I wouldn't say by themselves, but alone-ish in the dark. So many red flags being thrown up. And I wouldn't doubt Ayano Koji found out most of them, if not all of them. So the fact that he still just allowed all this to happen is crazy. And the fact that Horikita and Pseudo weren't thinking, can we just do this more in public? Maybe back in the library? I don't know. Personally, I would have loved to see Ayano Koji beat the heckin' mob out of why did I just forget his name? Hosen. I wanted another Ayano Koji and Ryuen fight. The only problem is Ayano Koji would then leak sort of how good he is to everyone that was right there. Horikita already knows that he's holding out. Pseudo doesn't know anything. Nanase, I think doesn't know anything. Maybe, maybe not. Hosen didn't know anything prior to the catching the knife. But then again, I don't think anyone, including Horikita, knew the physical prowess that Yonakoji had. Maybe they just thought, oh, he's very smart. Not that he could probably beat up everyone in existence. But yeah, everything else leading up to this, I guess it doesn't really matter because Hosen was never going to agree to any of these terms. Nanase was sort of just tagging along. Like in the back of her mind, she was thinking it would be nice to work with these people, but if we can get these people to get to a point of where we can expel Yonakoji, then that's even better. Because when it comes to points, you can basically spend on anything. So they don't technically need to work together with Class 2 if they have something along the lines of 20 million points. And I get why Yonakoji asked for Hosen to be his partner, only because he knew that the way Hosen was doing all these things, he couldn't be the White Room person. So at the very least, out of everyone from Class 1 or first years, Hosen was the one he knew wasn't the person from the White Room. So I guess I kind of accept Yonakoji's explanation to the headmaster dude that he doesn't really know who the person from the White Room is, or he isn't positive because of what he said about Hosen. Like if he knew who the person was from the White Room, it wouldn't matter if he chose Hosen or Nanase or any of the other people from Class 1. All he has to do is just not pick that person. But I don't know. I mean, he still could just be holding out on all of us, actually knowing who the person is from the White Room, and is just waiting for a moment for him to expel them himself. Because I think right now he already realizes that even if he finds the person from the White Room, they won't just leave. Like they won't just listen to this dude's instructions. But anyways, that was my reaction to Classroom of the Elite Season 4, Episode 4. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put a comment section down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.